girl Ayanna. So this is the stuff I got from Ulta Beauty. I went this weekend. I got this Eavesdrop by Fenty Beauty in the color 21. This is the box. I went to Ulta, and this is how it looks in the packaging. I'm sure y'all seen it everywhere. I got me some Morphe setting spray. Love this junk. And I got me some Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy Concealer. I just get a little cutesy little one. Y'all, why do y'all tell me? Why do y'all tell me they don't have the Milk Hydro Grip Primer? So this look is not going to have primer because I don't have any and I didn't get any. So I could have got Smashbox. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, I know why. The girl was talking to me about the Urban Decay stuff, and the consistency was good. The one she showed me, it was like really sticky and jelly-like. But I really like I was talking about, well, what this video today is going to be about is me being a mother. So let's get into it. Those of you who don't know, and for those of you who do know, you guys are the real ones. But for the ones that are new and do not know, I do have a 5-year-old son. His name is Aiden. That's my son. I love him. He's my world. That's my heart. So my son is my best broke friend. My son is the dopest in the world. Literally becoming a mother was the craziest / most amazing experience ever. And the fact that I had a boy as my first child was amazing. So I'm 26, my son's 5. You do the math. I was a young mom. I'm still a young mom, but I was a young mother. So getting pregnant was like the craziest thing to me ever. Crazy because I did have this old journal where I had his name in it, and it's so crazy that I knew his name was going to be Aiden. I might have put too many drops of this because I feel like I did. So I met my child, but I lost 30 pounds in my first trimester because all I did was throw up. Your girl could not eat for nothing. That's all I did was puke. Couldn't even drink water. Yes, I tried the thing. So, hold on. Just look. Is y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I tripping? This is some good shit. Hold on a second. Y'all, don't talk about my skin right now. I'm going through a lot. Not really. I just been drinking a lot of soda and eating a lot of damn bread. For those of you who don't know or care, but yeah, so I had my son C-section after being in the hospital for 3 days. I was over it. I was hungry. Okay, beautiful baby. Had a C-section. My joy. What in the world? Healing wasn't too bad. Abdomen a lot. Maybe y'all knew that, but I didn't know that. But this is some good foundation, just in case you're wondering. If you need some, I advise you to go, but it's pretty dope. So fast forward, beautiful baby, great kid, loving. Everyone wants my son. My son loves everybody, his life. He's so loving. Yeah, so I just love being a mother. Like, especially now. Like, now me and Aiden, we make so many memories. Y'all, for his 5th birthday, I took him to Florida. For those of you who don't know, I will link it down below, or you could just go on my YouTube channel and you can see it. We went to Florida. That was his first time on the plane, and I was so proud of him. He did so good. I was shook. So I just feel like I got lucky. Like, God, yeah, I had my days where I'm like a little short fused or impatient, but God really blessed me with a dope little kid. And I know every mother says that. It's so funny. I know every mom be saying that, but like, he's hilarious. Like, Aiden's funny. Like, for those of you who don't know, sorry, but like, for the people that's in his life, y'all know Aiden be with the jokes. Okay, this kid's hilarious, and I love that. By choice though. Just certain things. That's a message also in itself. Ladies and gents, I'm gonna just speak for mothers, I guess. Fathers too, this applies. Don't stick around if it's unsafe, if it's not good for your mental health. I know, because for example, the reason why I stayed was mother. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do the same thing. I don't want to be like her. I don't want to make the choices she made. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like either one of my parents are demons or bad people or nothing like that. It's just, I was just like, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to follow in those same footsteps. I don't want my children to have that. I want to be married. I want to raise my children in a 2-parent household, or my kids in a 2-parent household, don't stay though. If it is unsafe, if it is taxing, worth that. And I feel like we get, because of what we didn't have growing up, well, I'll speak for myself. Because of what I did not see growing up, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to have that for my son. I want to have that for my son, you know, at all costs. And then it's like, I'm raising a boy, so I really want that for my son. Your children will understand as time goes on. Who you're with before having children with that person. Granted, to me, I feel like there's no perfect time frame, so that's kind of like a random statement, because you don't really know when you'll know somebody. You can know somebody and they can show you their true colors within the first 20 minutes. You can meet someone and it's like you're sleeping with the enemy. So it's just, it takes time, and then we're always changing. That's the thing, we're always evolving. So just keep that in mind. You know, I would say for the things you can control, make sure you're the best you. Like the shadow work is important, the therapy is important, the accountability is important, you know what I'm saying? And that goes with any type of relationship, friendships, if you have those, any type of thing. So just keep that in mind for yourself. Like, don't sell yourself short with that. I'm going to go on some more with this. You know, don't let anyone be in your children or child's life that is very short stepping. Children need consistency. It's really not like a option type of thing, I feel. It's kind of like you're there or you're not. Like, it can't be like, oh, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be a weekend parent and that's all I can give. No, you be there. You know what's going on. There should be no reason why one parent, I'll speak for myself, there should be no reason why I have to let you know as a mother what medicine he takes. Why don't you know that if you were present and you were involved? Oh, if you're keeping up, what's his shoe size and his clothes size? But you keep up. So why don't you know this? You know what I'm saying? It's just so confusing. You know what's going on, or that's what you tell other people. You know what's going on that are close knit to you. So why don't you know fully what's going on? You get what I'm saying? Like, so just definitely keep that in mind. Like, and I should have got the Fenty Beauty bronzer and I didn't. But I'll go back and probably get it. You know, don't let no one half step. My therapist taught me that, half step. That's a big word. That's a big word for Elmo. Don't let nobody half step in your baby's life. Even if you're a single father taking care of your kids, don't half step. But no one should have step in your life, period. That goes for friendships too, you know, anything. Like, if people can't be what you need them to be, then you may have to take some inventory, or you may need distance, and then maybe over time come back and try it out. Or if that's it, then that's it. I mean, you can't take everybody with you. If you could, you wouldn't be changing. And you may not be able to go with them because maybe you're the problem and you're the thing that doesn't sync with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just pretty much, it's case by case scenario. You know, it's really case by case situation. So yeah, like, this motherhood is the best. I have a friend forever, well, to a certain degree, because I'm gonna have to be a parent, but we have good times. Like, taking him on that plane was amazing. Seeing his face light up when he got on the plane, seeing his face light up like when I took him to Florida, I felt fulfilled. Y'all, I was scared shitless. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do, how the hell I was gonna do it, because I'm more of like a person, like, I don't like to be in charge of plans or decision making. For those of you who don't know, I am a Gemini, June 9th to be exact, and Geminis are a little bit back and forth, a little indecisive at times, but that is literally us. I'm an overthinker on top of it, so it's a fun ride, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I on myself or on my son, I was proud because I was scared, because I'm like, yo, I don't do this, I don't plan stuff, I don't do this. So I'm just like, okay, what if we go and everything goes to crap? Like, what if, you know, and I didn't take a lot, I just took a carry-on because it was just me and him. So we didn't need a lot. I don't have not one tweezer over here. So lashes ain't going on, queen. Oh, I got these little ones. I guess I could do something with these. So I was just shocked. I was just shocked, but I did it, and I was proud of myself, and I was so grateful that it went well. This is how I know I need primer. Like, I'm sitting here looking at my face and I'm irritated. How did I not get primer? How? Did I go into that store? I left out. I was only supposed to get foundation. That's the crazy part. The other kinds that I like, leave it down below. Because, you know, I'm not a guru. I'm more of like everything y'all see me do, I'm not a professional. I'm just more of an enthusiast. I just like the shit and I like trying it. So I'm gonna DIY it till no tomorrow. You feel me? Cause why not? We only got one life. Sure. Live it up. Don't. And that's another thing. Becoming a mother does not mean your life is over. I really had to really tap into that. And now it does limit you with certain things, just because unless you are a single mother with a lot of assistance, like family, and if the other parent is very proactive and helpful and there, then yes, you if you have good support, you're good. If you have limited support, then you're not as flexible to do a lot of things. But that doesn't mean you can't do stuff. That doesn't mean you can't live life. That doesn't mean you can't have fun. So please don't restrict yourself. And it's like, I'm not just telling y'all that. That's something I had to learn. I had to learn, like, hey, I can still go out of town. Sorry, my eyes are watering. I had to learn I can still go out of town. I can still be fun. I can still go to a club. I can still do different things if I want. But to be honest, the club life is becoming kind of over it for me. I mean, honestly, drinking is starting to become kind of like over it. Like, I'll do a mimosa here and there, a little wine or something, but like hard liquor and stuff, I think I'm kind of like, whoo, fizzling out. Because y'all, I was drinking for longer than I should have been. So, and just honestly, like, it's not even because I'm a mom, like, oh, liquors. It's just because I just don't like the after effect after drinking a lot. And like, for me, I feel like I'm a life of the party. So I'll drink and I dance. So if you don't like drinking and dancing, we can't go out, because the whole drinking and just sitting still drives me bonkers, and I don't know what to do while I'm drunk. I can't just be standing still, because guess what? I'm gonna start to see the room fucking spinning, and I'm gonna fall on the floor. So we gotta be dancing so I can sweat some of this liquor out my body, and I'm gonna drink some water, and I'm gonna eat some food, and I'm gonna feel okay in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, sometimes I have a tendency, like, if I see people mixing, I may want to mix too. Ladies and gents, do not mix liquor unless you can handle it. But 10 out of 10, don't recommend. That shit is nasty. And if you don't feel it that night, you may feel it the next day. But like, yeah, don't limit yourself. And another thing I want to get into is dating and being a single mom. Ladies, listen. Listen, Linda, listen. Listen to me, Linda, listen. Prioritize your time the best of your ability to date. Now, right now, the dating pool, a little bit not good. Your man might be in another state or in another country. You know what I'm saying? Whoever, whatever. Your person may be a woman. That's that too. Really open your mind. Open your horizons. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be one vision. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But like, dating is not the easiest thing either. Because it's like, you don't want to be like a revolving door with your house, not your cooch. I mean, take that out. You don't want to be a revolving door with having so many people in and out. And I'm talking about like your living space. I'm not talking about like your physical body. I mean, your physical body too. Like, keep it cute. I mean, you girl, you can do whatever, but you know, keep it cute. But like, you don't want to have a whole bunch of people around your kid. You don't want to have a whole bunch of people, like, you don't want to have a whole bunch of energy around you either. So it's just like, good sis, you got to be careful. Sites and meeting folk and hooking up with folk and meeting people at places, and have like someone you're close to, like a family member or a friend, know your location at all times. You know what I'm saying? Share that shit out. Shit, girl, if you want to send it out to me, let me know. DM me, and I'll put your I'll save your location. If you ever feel like you need someone to know, you know where you at. You know, because people crazy. Y'all been around with me for a minute, so we in this thing. So just be careful with the dating. But like, another thing is just like too, with being a mom, you don't want a whole bunch of people around your son or your children. Then it's like, you want to make sure it's the right person. You don't want to waste your time, their time, your child's time, because your child gonna be, and there's a thing with kids. Kids will tell you. Kids will be like, no honey. You know, and then that's another thing. You have to ask yourself, like, is that a deal breaker for you? And I know some of y'all might be like, well, duh. it's a deal breaker if your son don't like that person. But that's not how every woman thinks, though. Some women feel like they just gotta warm up. I mean, to me, if my son gets a bad vibe or my son acts different, that's a big red flag I'm not going to ignore. Especially if there's others, or if there's something else I was maybe on the fence about. This lash is not on. You don't know what they feel around that person. And for me, I don't care if we're just dating, before even marriage or whatever is coming into play. I want my son to feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? At all costs. That's just what's important. I mean, I want to feel comfortable too. But sometimes our little choices, our decisions can get a little haze, because either we got bit by the good sex the little sex bug, or we got bit by the consistency bug, or the attention bug, or whatever. So we just gotta be mindful of that, and just be honest with whoever and whatever you're doing, like, hey, this is the time I have appointed for dating, this is the time I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do. And then also be careful, like, you don't even have to bring people in your home, your living space. You could just do, like, actually date. Not date and hook up, not Netflix and chill, not smacking the cheeks. Like, y'all go on dates, day dates, not even night dates, because sometimes that could be a little bit risque too, because they could be like, oh yeah, let's go see this movie and have dinner, and then you smelling all good with your YSL perfume, or you know what I'm saying, or your Ariana Grande I Am Woman perfume, or you know what I'm saying, or what's that one, the one with the shoe, the heel one, whatever that heel one is, or that perfume, or you know what I'm saying, the lips could be looking a little soft, you like, I want to take, you know what I'm saying, just keep it respectable, keep it classy, unless you want to be ratchet, then be ratchet. But yeah, dating definitely can be tricky. It can be hard at times, just in general. But when you add a child on top of that, or children on top of that, you just gotta be sure. And then also, what is your intentions too? Like with dating, do you date? Or are you just dating just to have a good time? Or are you dating to find potentially a husband? Like, what are some qualifications for that partner? What is some disqualification? Like, really, like, write some stuff down. You know what I'm saying? Script it out. Be what's the word I'm looking for? Not stern. Whatever the word is, if you know, comment down below. But really be like deliberate with what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so dating is another thing. And then let me tell you something else about being a mama that I discovered. So every 2 weeks, I take my son now to get his haircut. Him and my mom we go to my son's barber. They get their haircut together. It's a cute little bonding time for them. Plus they come out looking cute, and he talks about his hair, and he talks to his grandmother about her hair, because she has a short pixie cut. So every time I take his little butt to school, before it was like I would take him during the week to school. During the week to get his haircut, and then he would go to school. So then he's in daycare still. He'll be going to school next year. Well, this year, but in September. He goes to school, and now the little girls be like, "Hey, Aiden, good morning." Good morning. Hey, Aiden. First of all, I thought I had time for the little flirting. The little girls. Nobody told me that. No one said, don't have a cute son, handsome son, nice son, smart son, because the little ladies are gonna want to talk to him. He's 5. And not all the little girls at his school are 5, honey. Let me just say. Some of the little girls is like 4. I think the one little girl is like 3. I'm like, hold on now. I don't care if you like a older girl. That's my son. Watch it. But it's just so cute, because he does have friends. These are his friends. But it's just so crazy, because he'll walk in like he the man, and I'd be like, hey, what can I do? You the man, son. You the man. To your friends, to them little girls, I guess. And I'm not trying to make it seem more advanced than what it is. It just be funny. It just be giving me cutesy little crushy vibes is all I'm saying. Not saying that's the case, because they're kids, of course. So everyone that takes it so serious, pipe down, calm down. I'm not over trying to rush adulthood on my son, of course, obviously. But yeah, like, being a mother is like the best reward. Like, we laugh, we crack up, we have our little inside things. He loves singing. Like, I'm finding out so much stuff about him that it's like he's coming into his own. Like, he looks like me, I feel like, more now anyway. but like everyone in our lives have said he looks like his father. Then a lot of people said he looks like me. Then a lot of people said, nah, he looks like his own person. So I love that he's coming into his own facial features. Like, I love that I was chosen to become a mother. Sorry, I didn't turn my face. And I didn't do any eyeshadow or nothing because y'all, I didn't get that either. So that goes to show you how trash I am. So like, I just love being a mother. And I'm so grateful that I got to be a mother first to a boy. You know what I'm saying? Like God, the universe, angels, everything aligned so perfectly. Because like, granted, I may not be able to teach my son how to be a man, but I can teach my son how to love correctly. I can teach my son how to communicate and talk properly. I can teach my son how to explain what he's feeling, you know what I'm saying, in a healthy manner instead of getting violent, getting angry. Now, I will let him know how to defend himself. He will know how to defend himself. That's the difference. But he'll know how to talk too, because there's a lot of people that just want to use action. You know, we know the girls like to tussle and the boys like to tussle. But my son will know how to hold his own, but he'll also be able to articulate and speak in a way to where you may reconsider as well why you're angry or what the real problem is. You know, my son's very, very smart, so I don't want to play with his intelligence. So yeah, I love being a mother. It's like the best thing ever. Sorry for this being such a long video, but I just wanted to say that, like, I love my son. He's the best. And I know every mother out there says that, but I know my son is going to be great. I know my son is going to be a good person. I see that now. My son is very loving and caring. Like, it's like I got the best luck ever, or the best like wish ever to have such a good son. And it's like, it's not even just me and my family and like his godmom or like, you know, people. It's been strangers. We'll be in a giant in the stores and they'll be like, oh gosh, she's so well mannered and so well behaved, she's so respectable. And that's like music to my ears, because it's like, that's something I desperately wanted him to have, you know. And it's just like, I'm so glad that I got to instill that into my child. And it's amazing to see that when people see like, hey, you're doing a good job, bitch, you doing a good job, you doing a good job, yeah, you doing a good job. TikTok is in here rent free. So it's like, it's just amazing. And I just want to, because I know this was a long video and I'm so sorry, but I had to share and boast about my son, because my son is, I'm going to try to cry now. My son is my world. My son is, and some people may say like, hey, do you have separation issues or anxiety? And it's like, I wouldn't say separation issues or anxiety, but I am very overprotective. Just because like, you look in the news, you see on social media, this child getting killed, this child hurting themselves, this child not feeling love, this child being, you know, ignored, you know what I'm saying? And then when you went through some traumas yourself with feeling like you weren't seen by a parent or parents, or when you felt like you weren't heard or appreciative, you know, I personally registered that. I was like, I don't ever want to make the same mistakes my parents made, ever. So I'm going to do whatever I have to do to work on myself to be that. So that's why I'm in therapy. That's why, you know, I'm working on myself so I can be the best version of myself for him. You know, I want to be able to participate, see him for whatever extracurricular thing he's doing, whether it's a sport, whether it's theater, whether it's singing, whether it's whatever he wants to do, whether it's TV club, which I was in, whether it's, I don't want to do none of that stuff and I just want to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be so present and so involved that not only I make myself proud, but I make my son proud to say, hey, that's my mom. My mom's always had my back. That's the one thing I always want to hear. My mom was always there. My mom was in my corner. If no one else, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's between you and him. But at all costs, I will protect my son. That goes for anybody. Mother, brother, sister, his daddy, my mama, my uncle, whoever. No one's off limits. Godmommy, godfather, whoever. Neighbor, cousin, boyfriend, whatever. Wife, whatever. I'm not going to play about my son. Period. Point blank. And if you don't take it serious about your children, I hope you change that, because these kids did not ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? Granted, we can't control every single thing, but we can make better choices. And I forgot to do my lips. Wow. We can make better choices. So we just need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Half-stepping will not be tolerated. And I don't care who it comes from, to be honest. My son is not an option. Like today I'll be present, but next week you ain't gonna hear from me. No. It needs to be consistency. And I'm not looking for no one to be his mama, no one to be his daddy. There's two people, myself and his father included, that has that job. Whether one does not get fulfilled is on that person, but he gonna always be good over this way. Cause one thing's for certain and two things for sure. I got mine, you know. I can't make people, and that's another thing. We can't make people do what they don't want to do. And that's with every situation. Romantic, friendships, you name it. It was meant to go this way it went. Whatever it showed you or whatever you experienced, life had to show you that. Oh, that's cute. Period. Life had to show you that this makeup, this foundation is never level. Oh, y'all seeing me? Oh, please tell me y'all seeing me. I don't know if y'all really seeing me. Come on, somebody. Like, you had to experience the things you had to experience for that reason. And there's times where we're just like, oh man, I wish I would have chosen a better person. Oh, I wish I would have did this better. Or I wish I would have been more aware or more, you know. Sorry, this is a matte lip. And I'm just waiting for it to dry down. I wish I would have been smarter, or I wish I would have never put myself in this situation, and then now this is the aftermath I have to deal with. Life is going to happen. You can't plan everything. And I'm not just talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself, because I had to learn. I can't plan outcomes of every single thing. There's no way. Because if it was that simple and if it was that easy, we all be smooth sailing. But this is our look, honey. Get into it, y'all. Sorry. But if it was that easy, it'd be smooth sailing for all of us. But the things you have to go through, and that's also with becoming a single mother or becoming a mother and not being married to the child's father. You do your role, queen. And I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you listening to this video. You do your role. You do your part. You try your best not to share too much with the child until they're of age, of course. Try not to be degrading or disrespectful of the other parent in front of the child until, you know, it's appropriate, of course. Like, not, it's never appropriate, but until they're able to articulate and really understand and comprehend what the circumstance and situation was. You may not ever get closure. You may never even get a thank you. But queen, you are that child's mother. And you do right by that child. So when it's all said and done, and when it's time to answer to that child, or that child has questions, you say face. You don't flinch. You don't get sweaty palms. You don't get nervous. You stand still. And you answer any questions that are asked that pertain to you and that you can answer. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I also had to learn and get told and talked about in therapy. You can't make nobody do what they don't want to do. If they're choosing to not do, they won't. If they lose out the bond or the connection or the relationship, that's on them. They seem that as a better choice for themselves. Because I haven't made it difficult. I've made it smooth sailing. If anything, I just have safety or boundary-like things I would like to occur. Because I want my son to be safe. I want my son to be good. And I, as his mother, should be able to have that information. If you don't want to give it, you cannot get my child. And that would be, even if there was a family member, a friend, a whoever, it doesn't matter. It goes Same across the board. It'd be the same for me. If you didn't know where I lived, if you didn't know how to get in contact with me, that would be an issue, correct? Yes. So it has to be the same for everyone. It has to apply the same for everywhere. And if it doesn't, well, until you're able to make it and be, you know, respectable and have a conversation like adults, it just got to be what it is. And that's either bringing the legal system in, which some choose to do, or it's cutting ties, which some also choose to do. And it's just like, the other parents, like the fathers or whatever, or the other mothers, however, the ones that did not carry the child, they may feel as though you're overbearing, you're doing too much, you're being dramatic. But it's like, I bonded with this child. You know what I'm saying? We shared a connection. If I felt not only my heartbeat, but this child's heartbeat. So yes, I take it more deeper than maybe, in which I should maybe. I spoke to this child, sung to this child, carried this child. What I ate, this child ate. What I couldn't eat, this child let me know I couldn't eat. So yes, I'm going to be a little bit more invested, if you will, or so on it, like protective, because it is something that I hold near and dear to myself. And why would you want it any other less? Why would you want it any other way than that? When when I'm someone you chose to reproduce with. So it just all ties back into, I love being a mother. It is the best thing ever. It has its ups and downs like anything else. But the reward, to see the growth, to see the memories, to see the different things we've done, it's amazing. And to see the joy in my son's face. My son has joy every day. I have joy every day. It's an amazing bond. And I know I don't take none of it for granted. And I know this is just the beginning, because we are going to make so many more memories, have so much more fun. And I'm so proud of him already. So I know I'm going to be even more proud of him as time goes on. So I know this was like a big rant. I'm sorry that it was so long. I hope you stayed until the end. If you didn't, I totally understand, because it was long and I was talking and ranting and doing my makeup. But if your mom, comment down below. Let me see. I'm going to start doing emojis and such, okay? So if you're a mom, give me this emoji right here. It is 2 pink double hearts, because I just want to see who's all the mom. Yeah. If you're co-parenting, tell me what's one thing you like about co-parenting or one thing you don't like about co-parenting. So if you're a mom, double pink hearts. I'll pop it up here. If you like co-parenting or don't like co-parenting, write it down in the comments why you do or why you don't. And give some tips and tricks, like whatever y'all do that works and you've seen a big change. Let me know, because you know I'm supposed to be co-parenting, but I'm just parenting. Boundaries, baby. Boundaries always. Remember that. Don't let no one short step, little step, half-ass do, take shortcuts and shit. We're not doing that. It's either you full-time or you ain't there at all. It's very simple. The child doesn't go without because you're not present. Because mama gonna make sure it's gonna be all right. Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next one.